A potential blockbuster trade proposal involving LeBron James and the New York Knicks has emerged as one of the most intriguing scenarios circulating through NBA trade speculation circles, representing a seismic shift that could reshape the championship landscape for both franchises involved. The proposal, crafted by Sports Illustrated's Mark Morales-Smith, envisions the Lakers trading both LeBron James and his son Bronny James to the Knicks in exchange for Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and a first-round pick. This framework addresses several strategic considerations for both organizations while acknowledging the complex realities of modern NBA roster construction. From the Knicks' perspective, acquiring LeBron James represents an unprecedented opportunity to add a proven championship catalyst to an already competitive roster. At 40 years old, James continues to perform at an elite level that few players in league history have maintained at such an advanced age. His statistical production remains impressive, but more importantly, his leadership qualities and championship experience provide intangible benefits that could elevate New York's championship aspirations significantly. The appeal of pairing James with the Knicks' existing core of Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns creates fascinating possibilities for offensive creativity and playoff execution. James's legendary basketball IQ and playmaking ability would complement Brunson's scoring prowess, while providing Towns with the kind of veteran leadership that championship teams require. This combination could potentially transform the Knicks from Eastern Conference contender to legitimate championship favorite. However, the cost of acquiring James cannot be understated, particularly regarding the loss of OG Anunoby. The Canadian forward represents one of the premier two-way players in the contemporary NBA, combining elite perimeter defense with reliable three-point shooting and versatile offensive contributions. His ability to guard multiple positions while providing consistent production on both ends makes him invaluable for championship-caliber teams. Anunoby's defensive impact extends beyond individual matchups to encompass team-wide defensive schemes and strategies. His presence allows the Knicks to switch defensive assignments seamlessly while maintaining elite-level perimeter defense against the league's most dangerous offensive weapons. Losing this capability could create significant defensive vulnerabilities that opposing teams might exploit during playoff runs. Josh Hart's inclusion in the proposed trade adds another layer of complexity to the evaluation process. The versatile guard forward has established himself as one of the league's most reliable role players, contributing across multiple statistical categories while providing the kind of hustle and energy that championship teams require. His rebounding ability from the guard position, combined with his defensive versatility and three-point shooting, makes him extremely valuable for roster construction purposes. The first-round pick component of this trade reflects the premium that elite superstars command in today's marketplace. For the Lakers, acquiring draft capital becomes crucial for long-term roster building, particularly if they're transitioning away from their current championship window. The additional assets could facilitate future trades or provide opportunities to develop young talent. From the Lakers' standpoint, this hypothetical trade represents a fundamental philosophical shift from championship contention to future-focused roster construction. Moving James would signal the end of an era, while potentially creating salary cap flexibility and asset accumulation for building around Anthony Davis and other core players. The inclusion of Bronny James in the trade proposal adds an emotional dimension that cannot be ignored. The father-son dynamic has been a compelling storyline throughout their shared time in Los Angeles, and separating them would require careful consideration of family considerations alongside basketball strategy. However, keeping them together in New York might actually strengthen the appeal of this move for the James family. New York's market appeal and cultural significance could prove attractive to LeBron James as he approaches the final stages of his career. Playing for one of the league's most historic franchises in the world's most prominent market might provide the kind of legacy enhancement that appeals to a player of James's stature and business acumen. The practical implications of this trade extend beyond just player exchanges to encompass salary cap management and luxury tax considerations. Both organizations would need to navigate complex financial calculations while ensuring compliance with league regulations and long-term fiscal responsibility. For the Knicks, the risk-reward calculation involves weighing immediate championship upside against long-term roster flexibility. James's advanced age raises questions about durability and performance sustainability, particularly during the rigorous demands of playoff basketball. However, his track record of maintaining elite performance levels throughout his career provides confidence in his continued effectiveness. The defensive alignment following this hypothetical trade would require significant adjustments for both teams. The Knicks would lose Anunoby's perimeter defense while gaining James's basketball IQ and playoff experience, creating a different but potentially effective defensive identity. The Lakers would gain elite perimeter defense from Anunoby while losing James's playmaking and leadership presence. Championship timing represents another crucial factor in evaluating this proposal. The Knicks appear positioned for immediate title contention with their current core, making the addition of a proven champion like James potentially decisive for their championship aspirations. The short-term nature of James's remaining prime years aligns with New York's current competitive window. The broader implications for the Eastern Conference playoff landscape cannot be overlooked. Adding James to the Knicks would create another superstar-driven contender capable of challenging teams like the Boston Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers for conference supremacy. This additional competition could elevate the overall quality of Eastern Conference playoff basketball. While this trade proposal remains speculative, it highlights the complex considerations that championship contending teams must evaluate when opportunities arise to acquire elite talent. The combination of immediate impact, championship experience, and market appeal that James provides must be weighed against the long-term value of proven two-way players like Anunoby and Hart. Ultimately, the feasibility of this trade depends on numerous factors beyond just player valuation, including willingness from all parties involved, salary cap mechanics, and strategic alignment with organizational objectives. However, as one of the most intriguing scenarios in current NBA speculation, it demonstrates the kind of bold moves that can reshape championship races and define franchise legacies.